brought out all my extra plants. Actually, I shouldn't say that they're extra. I purposely planted this many because I'm crop sharing with my cousin Vickie. And we are planting in hers today. We got a bunch of peppers and tomatoes, ground cherries and herbs and flowers over there. She has all these buckets that she plants in. And then she has a kind neighbor that has these planters over here. So we'll be planting in both of these today. This is Vickie's neighbor's yard. It's a house that they care for special need adults that can come out and help her occasionally in this side of the garden. These are all their beds that she gets to use. There's asparagus in this front part of the bed, and there's some hollyhocks. Now in this bed, we did tomatoes, and then she's gonna do, I think you call it a Florida weave to hold up the tomatoes. And then there is sweet basil in this bed with them. Another row of tomatoes. On this side is tomato plants, and on this side is ground cherries. And this one has mint basil in it. This bed is the hot peppers. All hot peppers, and all the hot peppers have Thai basil. Take that back. We had a few extra tomatoes that we planted down that side. And at the end of that bed down there is a huge rosemary bush. This bed is tomatoes with lemon basil, and there's a thyme right there. Unfortunately, there's no shade on these. I thought the peppers would be fine. She might get some shade to cover the tomatoes because these beds over here do have shade. Then on this side of her property, let's take a little tour. She is transitioning to where she wants her permanent garden, so she hasn't figured that out yet. But she has chickens over there. See if I can zoom in. Here is her doggy. He's so ugly but cute. He's all white. Hey, doggy. Hey. Oh, he's a puppy. But she gets all of, at this line right here, and she gets flood underground irrigation from the county. We have not figured out how to garden with that yet, or if you shouldn't. I heard that you get too many seeds from the irrigation that are weeds. That area over there, they're gonna wanna build a shop, but as you see, it has a berm up so the plant irrigation doesn't go over there. And of course, she has kids, so batting cage, trampoline, and this is her temporary garden until she figures out where she wants to plant things. Bunch of cilantro in here, and we think that's tomatillos from the tomatillo plant that seeded itself. Tomatoes, purple tomatillos, some nasturtiums that she hasn't decided where she wants to plant yet. Peppers, all the peppers on this side are sweet peppers because to get to the garden on that side, she has to go out her front gate and walk around or climb over. So we planted things that we thought she would use more often, which was the sweet peppers on this side. So she has sweet peppers and tomatoes, and we tried to do it so that tomatoes have sweet basil, and then the peppers have a Thai basil, and then this one is all just lemon basil. I planted a lot of basil, and a lot of it came up, and I just kept separating them. These are all tomatoes. She has a strawberry plant in here, or multiple strawberry plants that are starting to flower. She should be getting some strawberries soon. Looks like there's some little buds right there. Right there. And some Swiss chard. And then coming over to her house, we're real life gardeners, so yep, that's a mess, but that's okay. Puppy again. Oh, cute puppy. We were discussing how to water these, and we think it'd be best to maybe put a drip hose on them to turn them on, because to water by hand, it's a lot to water by hand. Coming around is other doggy. he is starting to warm up to me. But she's gonna plant herbs and flowers over here. She already has some cilantro, some lettuce. This is all flowers. And then these are the extra herbs that I brought her. That one is lavender. And that one right here is mint, some oregano, some more lemon basil. This was my first round of learning how to plant herbs. I planted everything by seed and used grow lights. And these are, she told me what these were called and I already forgot, but some type of Hawaiian flower. And she's gonna let me take one home. Not sure where to plant it. Did some research on the plant my cousin Vickie gave me, and it's a Plumeria. And it's starting to leaf out, which is good. I did a lot of research on the plumerias, and they are gorgeous little trees, and they make the flowers that they make leis from, and they have all different colors. This is a white one, and oh my gosh, I want more. But I've done some research. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave it in this pot one more year or pot up. I'm not going to put it in the ground yet, but super excited when it gets flowers. Sometimes it could take a couple of years. She said she did get flowers last year, which means the person that she got it from had given her old cuttings, because new cuttings off a new growth usually takes 2 or 3 years to get flowers. Super excited, want more, but patience, little one, patience. Gardening now in 3 areas, I guess. My house, the ranch. Not really gardening here at Vickie's, but we will learn how to grow together in same county. She's a little bit cooler temperatures than me. She has property that I dream to hope to move out to someday. All this acreage to have, and then flood irrigation. She can have horses. That'd be great. But dreams that we can all have, and we'll just start first things first. But thank you. Oh, there's a coyote over there. See if I can zoom in on it. And he's heading down the back. But thank you for learning and growing with the woodpile, where everything is an experiment.